Everybody, hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to talk about the sacrifice bunt technique. I know over the last few years the bunt has kind of been put to the side, but still I think it's a good exercise to do in just training hitting because it allows for players to actually track the ball into the bat and just learn to catch it. Just like when you're hitting, you're still catching the ball, it's just that your barrel's moving through the zone as you're catching it. Whereas here, you want to catch it with your barrel, but control more of the distance in your sacrifice bunt as opposed to the direction. I think sometimes players get caught up in trying to be too fine down the lines for a sacrifice bunt, so they're in between trying to get a hit and also move the runner. I'm going to talk about a bunting for a base hit in a different segment, but today I want to talk a little bit about the sacrifice bunt and the proper technique and how to hold the bat and where to put your weight and as far as where you are in the batter's box. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is get your bat in a nice balanced position with your top hand so you can basically hold it with just two fingers. Your left hand's going to be more like a rudder. You're going to want to be in a position where you're spread out a little bit more and your weight is on your front foot. And then a couple of things that have helped me in the past, because I wasn't your typical 3 or 4 hitter who wasn't given the bunt sign. I was pretty much given the bunt sign whenever the opportunity presented itself. So I had to make sure I got it down. But my coach in Minnesota, Jerry White, he was my first base coach, taught me a pretty good technique, and that was to grip the bat a little bit tighter and attempt to bunt the ball more off the end of the bat. And what that'll do is that'll help control the distance of the bunt. So if you can actually bunt it right back towards the pitcher, but if you kill it, your corner infielders are going to struggle to get it, your catcher's going to struggle to get it, everybody's going to be going towards the ball. Ultimately, the base runner is going to advance. So again, you want to bunt the ball more off the end of the bat, grip it a little bit tighter, keep your weight on your front foot, and track it in your bat. I'm going to try a couple here. I've got the pitching machine set up. My assistant Tatum's going to be feeding the machine, and let's see how it goes. So you're not trying to trick anybody. There's no secret. You are bunting, so you're going to get up in front of the box, and then bunt it off the end of the bat if you can and try and get it into the ground as early as possible. That'll help slow the ball down too. But I'm not going to be too cute for hitting for angles and lines. I just want to get it out front. That's a good one. I'm going to try and deaden it even more. I'm going to try and hit it more off the end of the bat just for practice purposes. Two more. There it is. That's the one. So when I'm catching it, I'm kind of giving with it just a little bit, but I'm hitting it off the end of the bat, so I'm really controlling the distance. Last one. Nice. So just in practice, you obviously don't want to do that in the game, but that gives you a feel for just a little more control and things like that. So again, I know that bunting's not a real popular subject right now. Everybody wants to hit home runs and all that sort of stuff, but still, at the end of the day, advancing base runners is playing winning baseball. Sometimes you have to give yourself up. Runners on first and second late in the game, nobody out. You're the home team, get them over. Next guy hits a sac fly, game over.